John Force Health Update, Team confirms signs of improvement. Veteran NHRA racer John Force suffered a severe traumatic brain injury following a harrowing crash at the Virginia Nationals about a week ago. During the first round of funny car eliminations, Force's car, traveling at approximately 300 miles per hour, encountered a catastrophic engine failure just after crossing the finish line. The malfunction sent his car careening across the centerline, smashing into the left concrete guard wall before violently striking the right wall.At. The scene, Force was responsive, communicating with safety personnel before the NHRA medical team conducted an initial examination. Due to the gravity of his injuries, he was airlifted to the hospital, where he was placed in a trauma-intensive care unit and later transferred to a neurological ICU for specialized care. After a week of tense uncertainty, Force's condition is showing encouraging signs of improvement. Originally unable to follow commands or move, Force, after 5 days under heavy sedation, began responding to commands and recognizing family members. Notably, he interacted verbally and managed gestures like giving a thumbs up, indicating a significant, positive turn in his recovery after 5 tense days during which he was heavily sedated while battling the effects of injuries suffered in the 300-mile-per-hour crash of his drag racing funny car. 16-time NHRA world champion John Force has begun to show daily signs of improvement, according to family members who have maintained a presence at the trauma hospital to which he was transported by air ambulance on Sunday. Early in the treatment process of his traumatic brain injury, TBI, he failed to follow the series of commands to open his eyes, squeeze the hands of his care providers and move his extremities. Occasionally, he was able to respond with slight movements, but it wasn't until he moved from trauma-intensive care unit to neuro-intensive care unit on Wednesday that he began to gain some momentum. He became more consistent responding to commands and finally opened his eyes on day 5. Following days of failed attempts, his wife and daughters were overcome with emotion when he murmured his name, John Force, and later when prompted, gave a thumbs up. The biggest challenge has been managing his extreme agitation and confusion, which causes him significant distress. He has repeatedly tried to get out of bed and has been restrained. His doctors have humorously described him as a raging bull. However, he recognized his daughters, wife, Lori, and called them each by name. And spoke the words, "I love you." This, along with continued daily progress, has uplifted their spirits. As John Force continues to fight his way back to health, the racing world watches and hopes, reminded once again of the inherent risks of their sport. The journey ahead remains uncertain, and the full impact of his injuries on his future both on and off the track is yet to unfold.